My dad did not make it easy for us to date. I hope you behaved.
I didn't, so you better be ready for this. Yeah, y'all don't know the nitty gritty, the dirty.
You kissed a girl.
I kissed a girl. I kissed a girl. I was like mentally messed up from dating women.
I'm like, okay, the fun is over. Yeah. I had my fun. I'm over this.
I had a serious goal in mind. She didn't. I had to let her go.
Yeah.
Because I knew she was coming back.
No, you didn't. Hi everyone, this is Tato and
Vera.
And today we are going to talk about how we found our way back to each other after we stopped talking during the talking stage.
After she dished me, okay? Decided you didn't want none of this.
It's not like that.
Yes, it is. I pursued her like a normal gentleman, and she decided off of a whim, you know what, you're not for me.
That's not true. I was going through a lot. But anyway, we're going to get into it. So if you're new here, we met on Facebook dating almost 4 years ago.
Yes.
We've been married for almost 2 years. Our anniversary is next month.
Yes.
And we have a 10-month-old.
He will be 11 months, almost a year by that point.
He's watching us over there. So if you guys hear noises, it's Enzo, our son.
Yeah, I have him over here in the crib ball. He has all the toys he needs to keep him occupied, but he still wants to be over here with us.
So we've made a video about how we've met before. If you want, you can check that out. We briefly mentioned in the video that we did stop talking for like a month or so.
Yeah.
But we didn't really go into detail.
Yeah, y'all don't know the nitty gritty, the dirty.
There's no dirty nothing, okay? Because we didn't owe each other anything. We were in the talking stage.
Exactly. I didn't owe her anything, so remember that.
Oh my god. A couple of weeks ago, I posted a video asking him if we didn't speak the same language, if he would have pursued me. He mentioned the fact that we spoke the same language and I still dished him. So imagine if we didn't speak the same language. And people were getting curious about the story behind me ditching him.
Yeah, why she was out of her mind.
What?
Why were you mad?
First of all,
you subtly tried to ghost me. You were ghosting me, but then you got a conscious and you're like, okay, let me respond to this guy. And then eventually you were just like, nah, it's not gonna work out.
That time during which we weren't talking, we never talked about what we were actually doing. So today, we are going to talk about that on camera for the first time. And we're going to hear what each other was up to.
Uh-oh.
So I hope you behaved.
No, I didn't. I didn't, so you better be ready for this.
Well, you better be ready for my story.
Okay.
At the end of the day, guys, it's all fun and games and it's for entertainment because we're married now. So it's like,
yeah,
you know
so
what I'm
there's
saying?
no reason to get salty if I say anything weird.
Yeah, that's fine because we're both doing our own thing.
Uh-huh.
We're both talking to other people anyways,
yes,
right? We're talking to other people because we met on a dating website, so you probably matched with other people.
Some of these weren't matches.
Do I really want to know what you were doing?
Hey, babe, why don't we go to Vegas for the holidays this year? I mean, the slot machines are calling my name.
That's so last minute. I didn't even have time to plan for it.
Are you looking for the Vegas experience?
But you don't want to leave your house? Enter Golden Nugget Online Casino.
We've teamed up with Golden Nugget to let you guys know about an awesome deal they have going on. All new customers who sign up using promo code Tato and Vera make a minimum $5 deposit will get that deposit matched, dollar for dollar, up to $1,000 in bonus funds.
This is perfect for an introvert like myself.
With a variety of slot games to choose from, there are so many ways to have fun. So head over to the Golden Nugget Casino app right now. Whew. Now I can save on travel expenses.
Baby! Sign up using our promo code Tato and Vera and bring on that Vegas experience. What is the talking stage?
I guess when you meet somebody and you're just like feeling them out, sending them cute messages, maybe a couple conversations. Maybe you go out a couple times here and there. So
we're talking to each other, but we don't owe each other anything.
Yeah.
Right? That's the talking stage.
You don't owe anybody anything until you're married or you have a child with them. As long as you're boyfriend and girlfriend, you owe the decency at least to let them know if you want to be with them or not.
Yeah.
But like, you don't owe them no 401k or nothing. So.
No, but no. Hold on. During the talking stage, you don't owe each other anything.
Yeah.
But
There's
if you're officially together, yes, you do.
Yeah. What I owe you? What you owe me, baby?
Are you okay?
What you owe me? Can you say that on camera?
You know what I mean? I mean, like, you can't be talking to other people when you're in a relationship.
Yeah, you have to be honorable in your relationship.
Yeah,
but when you're not a couple,
yeah, it's game on.
All bets are off.
Yeah.
It's a survival of the fittest.
Exactly. So.
And when I say the fittest, I mean that booty.
Stop. So, what was your state of mind when you joined the dating app? Like, how were you feeling?
A lot of y'all really love our dynamic, but I was in a dark place of my life, 19 and 20. Coming into 20, I was starting to feel rejuvenated. I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready to get back onto the dating scene and actually find out if women are worth my time. Because at this point, I've heard so many stories. Guys are dogs. Guys are terrible. But I've actually lived a pretty good, honest life. Maybe I've made a couple mistakes because, of course, I'm not perfect. But I never cheated on my exes. I never did none of those things on my exes. They just turned out to be not right for me. And in the process, I got a little jaded. So going into this, I was just kind of like, am I ready to do this? I think so. Let's just start off with some dating apps. And Facebook dating popped up when I was on Facebook. I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and give this a shot. Girl, I was sending messages. I was sending requests. I was liking, swiping. I was having a good time on that thing. But
no standard.
I mean, as a man, it's a numbers game. Y'all are the ones that are getting all the requests.
Okay. When I joined Facebook dating, I had already been on other dating apps.
Mm-hmm.
I had been single for almost 3 years. Within those years I was single, I was on dating apps on and off.
Yeah.
So by the time Facebook dating came out, like around the pandemic, I was jaded. So initially, I wanted to be in a relationship because I went on so many dates and so many crazy things happened.
How many dates are you talking about?
I don't even know. I was living it up, man.
That's how you got all those free clothes?
What do you mean?
You got a large closet.
So what? I can buy my own stuff. I was making my own money.
Okay.
You think men were taking me shopping?
Yeah.
No. Just because I'm going on a date doesn't mean that we're being intimate.
Yeah.
When you go on a date is to meet them, eat and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Good to know them.
It doesn't mean that I was intimate with all the people I went on a date with.
Get a meal in the process.
Yeah, a meal.
Enjoy your afternoon.
I was just going on dates for meals, free drinks and stuff, so I was having fun.
Make sure you're listening to this point, okay? It is a spoken fact.
No. At first, I did want a serious relationship, but I realized that online dating, people are not serious.
Yeah.
I lost sight of what I really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So I just decided to not really put too much stakes into dating apps. And also, I wasn't choosing the people I was going on dates with wisely. And I was young and fresh. You joined Facebook dating, you saw my profile.
Yes, I did see your profile.
Yes.
And I saw others too.
So what made... Calm down, you're a married man now, calm down. When you saw my profile, what did you think?
Oh my gosh, she was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes. There was a lot of information there. First of all, she had like a little gamer setup in her picture.
Awesome.
So that was something that kind of connected to me.
Side note, sorry to interrupt you. I think that's why we both matched.
Yeah.
Because we're nerds.
Yeah.
But people don't know that.
I play video games all day long when I'm not with my family.
And when he met me, I was making a living out of playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
I was a gamer. So I think that's what people don't know about us, about nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were cool nerds.
And we're still nerds. We just don't show much of it.
Oh yeah, and then there was a connection because Facebook allows you to see like stories and this stuff like that, and we connected on Money Heist. Mm-hmm. It was a show that she really liked. It was a show that I liked, and it was a way for me to kind of like connect with her and be like, "Hey, yo, let me talk to you outside of this app." Because rule number 1, no matter who you talk to, get that number. Do not wait, and she will be a reason why you do not wait. Because this girl was quick to get off that app. She just deleted it, but I got that number in time, so that I could try to pursue her outside of the app. She sent me a text message like maybe at nighttime, like 7 or 8 o'clock. I replied to it. I would not hear from her again like the next day or the day after that. And it started making me feel a little defeated. So I was like, you know what? If she's not all that interested, then she won't be mad if I get interested in someone else.
Why are you jumping steps?
Yes.
So when I saw your profile, I thought you were cute. I saw you were a nerd. At that time, where the guys that were
I wasn't your type.
No, you're my type. No, you're my type to a
Yeah.
T. But the guys I was going on dates with were European guys.
Yeah.
There's a comfort level, like we're both foreigners.
Plus, you also lived in Europe.
Yeah.
So this is like a vibe that you just understood. It was like a comfort zone. I
Yeah,
get that.
yeah. So there was a vibe with European guys because on se prenait pas la tête. Like what it means that we weren't putting too much stakes into the date. I knew that if I matched with this guy, we're just gonna go have fun and I can invite my friends and stuff, you know.
Exactly.
But then when I saw your profile, I just figured you're American. Mm-hmm. And although I thought you're extremely cute,
Of course.
that's why I matched with you. I don't know. I felt like you're gonna judge me.
No, of course not. And that is like the total opposite of our relationship.
Yeah.
We don't judge each other at all.
Like I want to give it a chance, but I just thought you were gonna judge me, so I was a bit more reserved with you.
Yeah.
You know when you don't care
Yeah.
about the person you're going on a date with, you just don't care. You
Yeah.
don't put so much stakes into it because you can just be yourself, you can do whatever. But with you, I just thought that I don't know, there'll be more substance, and I'll have to like defend myself.
You felt like a little tingle inside.
Anyways, so you took my number, and then we talked for a bit.
A bit.
So
And then I tried to get to you on the phone. because the text messaging wasn't working.
You asked me if I was feeling you. I became defensive. I was like, I'm not ready for a relationship.
Right.
Alright, guys, sorry, our camera died.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So when she told me that, I understood all I needed to do was just respect her decision.
And you said that you would be there for me.
Yeah, and I sent her a text message saying, I'll always be in your corner. And she was like, I remember we talked about that afterwards. She was like, that was such a funny text message. But, you know, I just wanted to give her respect and be like, hey, it's cool, you lost. But, you know, I'll be around.
You're doing the right thing. You want to take me out on a date. I didn't realize it, but I was in a toxic state of mind.
Yeah, you still are, but...
You would...
I'm kidding.
You were doing everything you're supposed to do to court a girl,
yeah.
But I wasn't receiving it, and I didn't realize how bad I had gotten because of all these dates I had gone to and how jaded I was.
Exactly.
So when you're coming at me with all this and telling me, are you feeling me? I was like, hold up, what do you think you are? Like, calm down.
I think I'm Tato. That's who I think I am. And you found out.
Stop.
There was like one video that you had like posted that I found sketchy, and there was like a person's arm and an elbow in her bed, and I was just kind of like, I never like said anything to her about it at the time. We talked about it later, and it turned out it was her sister.
My sister's arm. What the hell, man? You seriously?
I mean,
yeah, because we used to watch each other's stories on Facebook.
Yeah, so I saw that. I'm just kind of like, so who's in your bed? Okay, it's not my business.
It was my sister, okay?
Yeah, good thing.
I have an African dad. There's no boy guy that's going to come up to my room. Except you.
This
I'll
guy.
tell that later. Alright, so at that point, we've stopped talking.
Hey! So even when we matched, there were a couple other people that I started matching with as well. So I just decided to continue to pursue them. There was this one girl that I actually went out, met with her a couple times. We hung out. The last time we hung out, I was pretty much not really into her no more. But we did hang out maybe 2 or 3 times. Nothing crazy. We just talked, tried to get to know each other. There was another girl who was a little more interested in me than I was of her. I guess she saw like a similar work history background and that we could vibe together or something like that. Word to the wise, I like to be chased. That's why I won her heart, because she was not making it easy. These other girls...
But do you like to be chased? Or
I like to chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to chase. So that's why I went after you. Mm-hmm. Because you were a woman that, you know, didn't make it easy. And still to this day, you don't make it easy. And I don't mean that in like a bad way, but she has pride. She has morals. She knows what she wants. There are people that just, they don't really value themselves too much, and they just throw themselves. So I didn't like that. And she was just kind of throwing herself too much at me, and I just kind of like, man, I'm not really feeling that.
Who was throwing you? The both girls?
No, the second girl. The first girl, she felt small around me. I'm a big man, but I've also lived. Ask her. She always finds new things about me that I've done in my life. She's like, oh my gosh, like you're only 35 and you've done this. So it just didn't really work out. We weren't on like the same mental wavelength. But, bro, he's trying to hit his head on the crib.
Enzo, fais pas ça.
Don't do that, buddy. Don't hurt yourself. It's okay, buddy. Oh yeah, she felt small around me, so we just didn't work out. No offense to her, we were just in 2 different places in our lives, so it just would have never worked. And then the other girl, it's a good thing. It's a good thing it didn't work, because months later, this girl, I found out she was pregnant, and that means she was talking to somebody else while she was talking to me, and she committed to that person. So let them have their fun. I dodged that bullet. I wasn't ready to have a kid just yet. Remember, I was like mentally messed up from dating women, so I was just trying to get into the scene and just trying to, okay, who do I want to hang out with? That was a much better idea.
Yeah, guys, parent
Much
life.
safer.
When you don't have a babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
And when his grandparents are living their best life.
Yeah, the girl felt too small, and then the second girl was looking to start a family too soon. There was this other woman that I knew from a long time ago.
How many people were you talking to?
But she came at me. It wasn't like I saw her and I was like, hey, what's up? How you been? Nothing like that. She came at me, but the kicker is she wanted to cook for me. And I was highly considering some of that food, but I didn't want to like disrespect her like that and just like use her for her food. She's a nice woman, but I just wasn't ready for all of that.
So you just kept on talking to other girls and trying to see where it goes?
I just entertained a couple conversations here and there, but...
Then you also met with them?
No, I only met with one of them, and that was the first one that felt small. After that, I was like, you know what? Let me just kind of get some practice in and get used to talking to women again and see what the scene is like. Mm-hmm. And then when I talk to you, you know, we know how that went.
Okay, anything else I need to know?
No, I just talked to a couple girls. I did get one kiss.
meet that?
Nothing crazy. We just talk. Try to get to know each other. That's the worst that it got for me.
You kissed a girl.
I kissed a girl. I kissed a girl, but I did not like it.
During the talking stage. Look at you.
Yeah, I was talking to you and...
So, you kissed a girl, huh?
Yeah.
Why?
I was intrigued. I was like, let's see what happens.
Which one is
here.
it? The first one or the second one?
It was the first one. But what about you, though? You talking about messing with other people, chit-chatting on the phone with other people, European men.
Boy, stop that. I'm trying to be honest.
Yeah, tell me about it.
No, I feel like I can't even tell you my story.
My story's bad, right?
No, because I thought yours was going to be crazy. But... So yeah, we stopped talking. I was not talking to anybody. And then one day I went back on the app. And I matched with this guy from Montenegro. Mm-hmm. But he lived here. His English was off, man. Now, I'm not even trying to make fun, but I had to use Google Translate to talk to him.
So you were trying to actually do that. Don't understand each other and try to make a relationship.
Because I knew this guy was not going anywhere. Those are the type of dates I took pleasure in because I knew that I wouldn't be stressed. I wouldn't be anxious. I wouldn't be nervous. I wouldn't have to put any thought into it. I'm just going to have fun. So when I would text him, I would literally text him in Serbian.
Yeah, using Google Translate.
Yeah, he would reply to me in Serbian and then I'll take what he said and put in Google Translate to get the translation in English. Who has time for that? Who has time for that?
That's crazy.
What was I doing?
If you think about it, though, that's kind of charming. You know what I mean?
Charming,
It's
really?
like showing effort to try to communicate to somebody.
Why am I doing all that for somebody that I know is not going anywhere?
All that effort for somebody that wasn't going anywhere, and then the guy that was doing all the effort for you, you just ditched.
Because that's the thing, you need to understand, I was scared.
Of the good guy.
Yeah,
but you weren't scared of the bad choice.
Because I know that this guy cannot judge me. Can he speak English?
You just won't know what he's saying. That's all.
So yeah, so we met, we had a drink, and then I don't know, during the course of the conversation, first of all, this guy was dressed like he's part of the mafia.
Okay.
Leather jacket, black pants.
I was compensating.
Leather shoes, and then I met him outside. He was like smoking a cigarette. I went inside and we were talking, and then I found out that he has 3 kids back home in Montenegro.
There you go. That's the kicker.
Girl, call me right now and say that you need me to be at home. She got the text too late, so I'm there in the cab with him going to downtown.
You're like trying to devise an escape plan.
Yeah, but it didn't work. Yeah, he took me to this Russian club. I was like, what is this? A club where a black person couldn't come by himself or herself.
Yeah, of course.
It's like Russian club.
Yeah, when you say Russian, that's all I understood.
I was taking snaps, sending it to my best friend. Like, hey girl, I'm out. I was a bit late. I had drunk a little bit. After that first date, I went with him. The next date was in the casino.
Okay.
So we're like playing games. He was throwing money around. I was drinking. I just burst down into tears. And I started crying. And then he was like, what's wrong? I was crying. And then he's like, who hurt you, man? I'm gonna... This guy thinks he's in a movie. Nobody hurt me. I'm just a girl. Sometimes I have breakdowns and I was drinking.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, who is the person that hurt you? I know people that can hurt you. In my head, I was like, this guy is dangerous.
You were in an episode of Power.
Yes. Meanwhile, I'm talking to this guy, you're on my mind. Mm-hmm. So I would check on you sometimes. The pandemic was approaching.
Yeah.
So I was not seeing him much because I didn't want to contract COVID. And I don't know what he was doing. One day he messaged me, asked me if I knew someone. Apparently, I went on a date with his friend. Then I went on his Facebook page. I saw his friend. I went on a date with his friend. But that was just one day. Then I stopped talking to the guy. When I realized that it was his friend, I still said no. I don't know him. None of this guy I'm talking about, we did nothing.
Yeah, it was nothing.
We just went on a date. There was no physical anything. I'm like, okay, the fun is over. Yeah. I had my fun. I'm over this. I don't want to put too much energy into it because this guy started saying that he wants me to come to Montenegro.
So you can take care of his 3 kids?
I'm like, hell no, bro. I started to feel a bit of like pressure.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't want us to talk anymore. And then he said, do you know that I know where you live?
So he talked to the friend.
I was scared that he's going to pull up to my house. How am I going to explain that to my dad?
Your dad will handle it.
And then he kept calling me, trying to text me, using different numbers. Mm-hmm. In fact, he even called me when I was with you, when we were actually officially together.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, hello, who is this? And then I hung up.
He was trying one more try.
Yeah. He was using different numbers. He was harassing me, saying that he's going to show up at my house. Thankfully, we had plans to move anyways. So at the same time, I was like stalking you.
Like actively.
Yeah, but what do you think of this whole story?
I mean, to me, honestly, it's not that big a deal.
Right?
Like even knowing you and everything that you've gone through in your life, to me, it's just like, all right, that's what makes you you. You're trying to find yourself. Like, again, like we said in the beginning of the video, we were both jaded.
Yeah.
Going into this period, you know what I mean? My eye was on the prize to find somebody that I can start to build a relationship with and maybe move into something bigger than. You know, I had a serious goal in mind. She didn't. She was more so just kind of like, okay, I think I want a relationship. I forgot
that I wanted a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in that toxic state. And then I gave you the hint that I wanted to talk because I was liking your stuff. Honestly, I came off as a creep. I literally started following you on Instagram and then liking your post. Were you scared?
I wasn't scared. I just saw it as an opportunity to, you know, okay, so she's looking at what I got. I sent you that message. Hey, I could take you out on a proper date. At this time, I was still kind of like talking to one of the girls. And I was just kind of like entertaining them, but like saw movement with you. Like, it's one of those things where it's
when
like,
I reached out to you, you were still talking to somebody?
Yeah, I was still talking. And like, it was like one of those things where it's like, you know, you're experiencing something and you're like, okay, I'm just going through the motions. But then all of a sudden, you know, something else happens and you're like, that's what I need to be doing. That's what I need to be going. That's what it was like with her.
Yeah.
So I was talking to that girl and I was like entertaining the time. Like, you know, she was interesting to a degree, but she wasn't like dynamic. She wasn't like blowing me out the water. Everybody's interesting. Yeah, everybody has their own edge. And when she came around, I was like, hey, yo, I can send you on a proper date now because they were expecting to lift a restriction and before it completely went to lockdown. And I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do this.
It's crazy because we were both doing our thing, but there's a force that was driving us back to each other. Isn't that crazy? You were in my mind the whole time. I kept talking to my sister about you. And you, as soon as you saw that I was interested, you just dropped everything you were doing.
I did. That's true. I did drop everything. She became my priority.
What if I hadn't reached out and I just let you pass by? I wouldn't have my son. I wouldn't have this beautiful marriage. But I feel like at the end of the day, it was meant to be because it was meant to be.
Yeah.
It makes sense, me and you.
It does.
We love each other so much, and it was just meant to be.
Yeah, we started off as friends, and we got to know each other completely on the phone for a while.
Yeah, we were watching Netflix party, watch movies together, and we chatting.
That was like our thing, TikToks and watching stuff together.
And then he would try and flirt here and there with me, and I would shut it down.
Like if something happened in a movie or something, I like try to relate that to us somehow.
Yeah.
Again, this is a chat, so it's not like I could actually be physical with her and really charm her.
Yeah.
So words, they just weren't that easy.
Yeah, and I don't know why I was resisting this relationship.
Yeah.
Because I had dreams about you.
Yeah.
And I would wake up upset. Like, it's like God was telling me, girl, this is your man. What are you doing? Even my sister was like, girl, what are you doing?
It's like Twilight, me and her.
Yeah. My sister was like, what are you doing? The universe, I'm dreaming about this man. I'm looking at him. I'm like, this man is so handsome. What was I doing? Like, the devil is a liar.
Yeah.
The devil, though. I'm telling you, I think it's because my mom used to pray for me a lot. So really God was putting you in my dreams so that this is your man. And I had to just move that toxicity out of me and realize that this is what I've been looking for.
Well, just to clarify, we're still removing that toxicity out of her. But she did a good job on her own.
Yeah, so I think the moment where I really felt for you, you sent me like a good morning video.
I would send her these little good morning videos. I would send you a text in the morning and stuff.
Yeah,
you know, when I'd go to work, you know, once we started dating and stuff, I'd send her a message, hey, I hope you have a wonderful day. Do the best you can. You're a boss. Now that we live together, she needs to send me some text messages.
He really softened my heart. I think that's what it was. I was so bitter and just done with men, and you softened my heart. You showed me so much kindness, man.
I put in the work.
You're just a very generous, warm person with someone that you love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so.
I love you, baby.
He's still Dominican. He has the Dominican attitude, man.
I mean, what's wrong with having a little bit of attitude? She got a lot of sass.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So I match it with my little Dominican flair sometimes.
When I think the fact that we met on Facebook dating and I could have not swiped right, I would not have this. Ça me donne les frissons. It makes me shiver, vraiment. I wouldn't have this beautiful family. I wouldn't have my son. We're just drawn to each other. And the dreams, my sister, my dad did not make it easy for us to date, and you still were there. You're just nice, my dad.
I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, but you're very
There's
polite.
No need to argue
Other
with
guys
him.
would have said, probably gone off, but you're very calm and poised. You left an opening for me to come back. Yeah. Because some guys would be like, oh, screw you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, honestly, like, some people just get really irate. Some people, I mean, it all depends on what you've gone through, obviously. But I had to respect her. I had to let her go.
Yeah.
Because I knew she was coming back.
No, you didn't. Really?
Well, at the end of the day, I knew what I wanted.
Yeah.
And again, a lot of the videos that we talk about, it comes back to how me and her have a mutual respect for each other.
Yeah.
So, I'm not gonna mess anything up like that just because I want her.
And you guys know what? The devil is truly a liar. Man, Satan was coming for me. Satan did not want me to have this relationship because when we made it official, all the guys I went on dates with started messaging me again. I had to block them one by one.
Trust me.
I was like, leave me alone, no, please.
Trust me, I know. Because when you get into a relationship, especially as a man, there's this little glow that comes about you. And most of my relationships, I'm pretty open with. So I'll post things online, pictures, yada, yada. And they saw I'm generally a good person. I'm not like a terrible guy.
Yeah.
And man, they're like, I want that man in my life.
Who did that?
They want him. They want him. They want me. But they couldn't have me.
Who reached out?
Doesn't matter who they are.
I just told you my own. You don't tell me who reached out.
No, they weren't exes. Those, I'm the kind of person, once you become an ex, you're done.
He changes his number.
I get a new number, a whole new life. It's over.
Alright guys, so that was what happened when we stopped talking to each other. Obviously, me and my man who were meant to be, he had to step away because Enzo needed attention. He needs attention. We've been talking for too long, I guess. Parent life, but yeah. I think what I want you guys to take out of this video is that if you're online dating, be mindful of what you're absorbing, because I didn't realize how toxic I was getting because of the people I was going on dates with, and I almost let pass by a good man because I became jaded, you know. So date with a purpose, you know. We don't need to be wasting our time out here in the streets, huh? Also, I think that what you guys can take out from this video is that if you're talking to a guy or if you're talking to a girl and they just drop off the earth, they stop talking to you guys, don't take it personal, because in the dating world, you're competing with other people. And it's not because something is wrong with you, but somebody just has a preference somewhere else. So just be kind to yourself, date with purpose, and be self-aware. That's all I would say, because a lot of these dates I went on, it was some crazy ass situation. I could have been kidnapped. Just trying to be honest with you guys. Please make sure to share your own dating experiences. If you met your partner online, was it straightforward or was it like, did you guys go through talking stage and did you guys stop talking to each other? We love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for the support. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!